Hey guys, this is Ashley from Back to Our Roots. I don't plan on making a lot of videos. In fact, I think the last time I made a video was 2 years ago. A little over 2 years ago. Yeah, it was about 2.5 years ago. So, but I just wanted to jump on here real quick and talk about some things that a lot of people talk about, but they don't make a roadmap of the future. Each one of these paper is a big idea, picture, topic. Um, and I'm gonna make as many videos as I can about this. I um, have a lot of information and a lot of ideas that people might not have thought of. And after talking to my husband, having him look over these papers, there was stuff he didn't even think about. So I don't know it all. In fact, I know very little about everything. There are a few things I am an expert in. Um, and I'll use the word expert very loosely. Um, but I have been preparing. Um, I thought I was a prepper, and then I thought I was a homesteader, and all this. I'm a preparer. I'm preparing. Um, well, my grandmother was planting seeds in me ever since I was a little kid, but I personally started, and noticing I started probably around 10 years or so ago, maybe 12 years ago. So, I'm going to go over some stuff that you guys might have never thought about that you need to prepare. Whatever that prepare is, if it's SHTF, whatever that SHTF to you means, like a war or a job loss or a weather that you can't get to the store, um, um, natural disasters, that would be weather, just things like that. So this is just, and my list is not complete, by the way, not by any means. So if you guys, by the way, when I go over these lists, if you guys think of anything, put them in the comment section below. The community, and I'm not going to monetize this channel. Yes, the money would be nice, but I want to make a point. I'm not in it for the money. I can always use more money. We are on very limited income. And I could use the money, but frankly, I believe that there is a war coming. I'll be upfront and honest with you. And with that, I want to get this information out there to someone that might not know about it. And yeah, I could monetize it, but at the end of the day, we're supposed to be a community. And communities are supposed to help each other. We went away from communities. And by the way, I jump around a lot. When I have an idea come in my head, I like to spit it out. None of this is going to be scripted. I mean, I have my bullet points of what I want to talk about, but none of this will be scripted. We used to, back in the day, up until I think about 1929 when the stock market crashed, we used to be very community based. We used to be church based or synagogue based or whatever your religion was, okay? If you didn't have a religion, you would do the right thing and help them out. Like, oh hey, Johnny's grandmother is sick. She doesn't and she's getting older. She can't take care of herself and she can't grow and get food. She doesn't have the money coming in. Let's go over there and get her. Let's bring her some bread. Let's bring her some water. Let's bring her some flour or sugar or whatever. And if I keep looking around when I talk about food, I'm actually sitting in my pantry. So, that's why. But we got away from that. We got away from the community helping something like that and gone to agencies. So the community, there's no such thing as a community anymore. We moved from that to DHS, what is it called? Department of Human Services, or there's another one, DFCS, Department of Family and Children Services, or I don't know what all these organizations are. I apologize. Or for food stamps, we got for help with shelter, the place to live, help with cash. They help with clothes, things like that. It shouldn't be. Sorry, it's getting dark. Sun's going down, but it should be the communities that's helping, not not government agencies. And what the old people can give us, or elders that can give us, that you know is the knowledge. The knowledge is being lost, and at a very rapid pace. My grandmother was in the Greatest Generation. She was born in 1922, and she died in 2018, January 2018, at 95 years age. She was almost 96. And she stayed home until then. The last couple months were the hardest, but she was a sharp tack. But I want to make these videos just so maybe someone hadn't thought of something, or so we can all bounce ideas off of each other. The world needs to become a community, especially the states need to become a community again. We need to do away with DHS and DFCS and all those organizations. Try to get away from Social Security, which I know people need money. Everything is derived on money. And I wish we could go back to pre-colonial times, even colonial times, and settler times and all of that, and don't need the money and just live. You shouldn't have to go, oh my God, I need something to eat, so I have to go to the store and buy chicken. Okay, why can't we just grow our own chickens, meat birds, and process it ourselves? Or I'm sick, so I need soup. What am I gonna do? I don't have the money. We should be able to grow our own vegetables and process our own chicken soup. Can't put the noodles in here, but that's for another video. But I got everything but the noodles. So, things like that. So with that, I'd like to go ahead and go into the topics I'm going to be talking on here. This is not all in this video. This is just a very introductory of what I'm going to be talking about. There may be more topics that's not in here later on. So, some of the topics are going to be food, water, shelter, money and bartering, animals, as in like livestock and things like that, security, as in home security or self-protection, clothing and footwear, medical, storage of your things. And storage is going to go and probably be a topic in almost every single one. But this storage is for your shit that's not food, that's not clothing, that's not, that kind of stuff. Just a random storage where you're going to put everything. Energy. Trash and waste. Next is sanitation. And the two are different. This is for like your blood and feces and things like that. This trash is for, okay, I have these canning jars that I never opened up. The shit hits the fan. There's no garbage trucks running around anymore. But what am I gonna do with this plastic? What am I gonna do with this cardboard? That kind of waste. Let's see what else. Homeschool. What are we gonna do? Because schools are probably not gonna be running. Hunting and gathering. Communication. It could be mail. It could be voice. It could be snail mail, email, voice, text messages, telegraphs, things like that. Training. What knowledge? Training and knowledge. I need to put knowledge next to this. Do you have the knowledge to go shoot a firearm, or Do you have knowledge on how to can and preserve your food or dehydrate your food? Do you have knowledge, medical knowledge? Somewhere we were to get a cold and flu, do you know what to do? Do you know how to tell the difference? That kind of training. And it doesn't have to be go to university and become a doctor. It could be get a couple books and know the difference in how to, do I want to treat this with herbs or do I want to treat this with pharmaceuticals? And what one don't I want? Hygiene. Well, and what tools you need for hygiene, things like that. Transportation and navigation. Car might be down. Your vehicle might be down. Okay, so how about ATVs? How about horses? How about walking? How about bikes? How about boats? How about airplanes? How about, I mean, you name it. And then how are we going to get there? How do we know how to get there? Maps, compasses, the sun, the moon, the stars, things like that. Heat. That could be heat for the air in this room. It could be heat for the fire, or heat for the fire, of course. Heat for cooking, heat for bathing, heat for make sure things are not too hot or too cold. Like in the pantry, you don't want this to be 120 degrees, which it could get here in the summer. Things like that. Community. You need to have a the preparedness, homesteading, that community. You need to know who those people are. You need to get on board with people that think the same way you do. And not everyone is going to think the same. Even within your own community, you guys are going to think vastly different. And you guys need to understand that everyone has a right to think the way they think, as long as it doesn't hurt anyone else but them. And you have to remember, and they have to remember, if you die, that could hurt someone else. So you have to think of that too. But there needs to be a community, and you need to know who these people are. Like, what if your next door neighbor, but you don't want to talk to them about this stuff because you don't want to be looked, like you're a crazy person, and you don't want your house to be ransacked and all the food you have to be taken or be put up at gunpoint. But how do you know that person could have been a great asset because they know about gardening, or they know about herbs for medicinal healing, or they know about canning, or they know about, guns, or they know about all of that stuff, and we don't talk to them. Sometimes their neighbors can be our best asset. And then the other thing we're going to go over, and this is the biggest topic, and this is going to probably be multiple videos. And actually, each one of these topics is going to be a multiple videos. But this one, which is artisan. Do you know how to make soap? Do you know how to do crochet? Do you know how to make quilts? Do you know how to blacksmith? Do you know how to do things like that? So that's where that stuff comes in. So if you guys have any questions, or you thought about any topics that I didn't mention, please let me know. This is, like I said, this is a community, and let's put all our thoughts together, in a cohesive, concise manner. Alright, for now, I'm signing off. I'll see you guys later.